Good morning, student. Welcome to the course of Electrical Estimating and Contracting, MSBT code 22627, program Electrical Engineering, Unit 6, Contracting. Subtopic is Contract. So we will see the lecture number 6.1 teach by Mr. Sachin Ladekar, HOD, Electrical Engineering. Course outcome and learning outcome. Course outcome: prepare quotation, tender and other related documents. Learning outcome: describe the given contracting procedure. Definition: we will see first what you mean by contract. Contract is the agreement between two parties under some specific terms and condition is known as contract. So this is the agreement between two parties. It may be government to government, government to private. So that agreement with specific terms and condition is known as the contract. Then earnest money deposit, EMD. EMD is a deposit taken as a guarantee from the bidder if the tender is accepted by the owner and if the contractor refuses to accept that work. In that case, EMD is not returned to the party. It is generally 2 to 5% estimated cost. It is refundable to every unsuccessful non-considered bidder. This EMD term generally appeared in the tender document. Whosoever will get the contract, then that EMD amount is deposited in particular party, and those contractor will not get contract, that EMD amount is refunded to that unsuccessful bidder, that is the contractor. Then security deposit, HT. Security deposit is an amount given by the contractor to the owner till satisfactory completion of the project work. Generally, it is 5 to 10% of the total estimated cost. In tendering procedure, whoever is the contractor who will get the contract, they have to deposit the 5 to 10% of the total estimated cost while bidding for the tender. We will see the types of engineering contracts. There are different types. The name is given here. First is lump sum contract, it rate contract, cost plus percentage rate contract, target rate contract, material supply contract, labor contract, subcontract, all-in-one contract, DGS or D rate contract, cost plus percentage variable rate contract, cost plus fluctuating fee rate contract. We will see this different type of contract one by one. First is the lump sum contract. In this contract, whenever both the parties are known, then project work is handed over from party number 1, that is owner, to party number 2, that is the contractor, for lump sum amount after the discussion and work is completed. But if one of the or both parties are unknown, then the quality of work may be reduced. The time period for completion may be delayed. The lump sum contract may be uneconomical for both the parties. This contract is generally given, lump sum contract is generally given for the small work for completion. Then second is it rate contract. This contract is more economical and advantage as compared to the lump sum contract. In this type of contract, the whole project work is divided into number of various IT and each IT is separately charged. So IT wise this rate contract is decided. Next is the cost plus percentage rate contract. This type of contract is advantageous as compared to above two methods, and it can be used for medium and large size of project. In this type of contract, the total material and labor cost is decided, and according to the fixed and rate of profit margin of the contractor is decided and contract is handed over. Sometimes it may be uneconomical for both the parties. So cost plus percentage rate contract is generally used for medium and large size of the project. Then next is the cost plus percentage variable rate contract. It is similar to the cost plus percentage fixed rate contract. Only difference is that profit margin of the contractor is variable. It may change according to the market condition, and that is why it is more economical for both the parties. This is the cost plus percentage variable rate contract. So the profit margin is variable depending upon the variable rate. Next is the material supply contract. In this contract, the contractor supplies various types of material required for project work time to time as per the requirement and specification of party number 1, and billing is charged. This is the material supply contract. Then next is the labor contract. In this type of contract, the various types of labor, skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled labor are provided by the contractor to the party number 1 time to time for completion of the project work. So this is the only labor contract. Whatsoever labor you required for particular completion of the project work, you will give this contract to the labor contractor. Next is the target rate contract. In this type of contract, the target of quantity, quality and time period is decided by the party number 1, and then the contract is handed over. Such type of contract is given for the large project work where you are given the target for quantity, quality and the time. Then next is the subcontract. In this type of contract, the main contract is handed over from party number 1 to party number 2 to carry out the project work. But later, the main contractor decided this project work in various number of it, and each it is separately handed over to the another contractor. This is subcontractor. In the subcontracting, quality of work, project work may be reduced. Such type of subcontract is generally given to the large number of the projects, such as the mega project where metro rail construction is generally carried out in this way, where you are giving the contract for laying the overhead electrical lines to one electrical contractor, then civil work to civil contractor. Likewise, you are giving the category wise. Then all in one contract. It is the best contract among all the contract, but time required to decide the all in contract is very large. Hence, it is unsuitable for medium size and large size of the project. DGS or D rate contract, Director of General Supplies or Disposal of Central Government contract. In this type of contract, the total cost of project work is decided by PWD, Public Work Department of Government, and contract is handed over. This type of contract is compulsory for government organization, semi-organization, semi-government organization and the government undertaking organization. Generally, this type of contract is given by the mostly the government department. The next one is the cost plus fluctuating fee rate contract. In this contract, the contractor fee is variable. The fluctuating fee is inversely proportional to the actual cost of the project. Higher the actual cost, lower will be the value of fee that contractor receives and vice versa. So this is the fluctuating fee rate contract. So summary of today's lecture, we learn the definitions of contract, earnest money deposit, security deposit, then different types of contract such as lump sum contract, cost plus percentage variable rate contract, labor contract, material contract, D type contract. So we are learn in today's lecture. This is the PO mapping of today's lecture. Thank you very much for viewing this lecture.